Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are making pickled eggs two different ways. Now, first one is the traditional way with a spiced vinegar that is more popular in the UK. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. I know here in Denmark they are nowhere to be seen. And the other is pickled in a brine so you can let it ferment for a few days. Now personally, I absolutely love pickled eggs. And if you have tried one and you have found the vinegar kind of hits you a bit like a truck, the brine is a lot nicer and a lot better and a lot more of a subtle flavour and of course doesn't have that acidic undertone. So if you don't like the vinegar pickled eggs, the brine pickled eggs might just work for you. Now you want to start by boiling your eggs. Now you want to cook them to the hard boiled stage. That is very important. Now, personally, I'm using a lot of eggs, so I'm using 12 in total, so that is 6 for vinegar and 6 for brine. Now, whilst the eggs are cooking, you can start your brine. All you want to do for that is combine 750 ml or 3 cups of filtered water with 1.5 teaspoons of salt and mix to dissolve the salt. Then for the vinegar, you want to use 3 cups or 750 ml of vinegar and 100 grams of sugar, and then just bring that to a boil. Now if you have an extractor hood or something over your cooker, you want to turn that on because boiling vinegar can make the air kinda spicy. And now for your pickling spices. I personally go for a basic homemade pickle spice mix, but you can get pre-made pickle spice mixes in the shop. I just personally use a tablespoon of mustard seeds, a pinch of black peppercorns, around a teaspoon of coriander seeds, and a pinch of dried dill or a sprig of dill if you've got some, and 2 to 4 dried bird's eye or peri peri chili peppers, and then if you want to, a clove or 2 of garlic. Now as a fun fact, if you pickle garlic it does sometimes react with the vinegar with a enzyme reaction and go either blue or green, which can be kind of shocking the first time you see it, and it could end up with giving you blue eggs. Talking of colouring, if you are feeling fancy, you can always add in a pinch of saffron for a nice colour, but you might get some looks off of other family members as the brine or vinegar will closely resemble pea. Now, if having yellow eggs or potentially blue eggs is not for you, how about purple eggs? You can always just throw in a couple of cubed chunks of beetroot and it will give your eggs a nice purple tinge, and of course as a bonus you get some pickled beetroot, but it is probably going to be quite hard because we're not cooking it. Now once your eggs have cooled, drain them and then shock them by covering them in cold water. Now if you want to do this faster you can use ice cold water, I'm just using cold water straight out the tap. And this is just going to make them a lot easier to peel. Talking of peeling, time for the super exciting fun time of this recipe, and that is peeling 12 eggs. Now if there are any helping hands in the house, now may be a good time to ask for some assistance. Once you have peeled your eggs, place them in separate sterilized jars, add in your spices, add in your vinegar or your brine, or both if you are doing 2 different jars. And now for the storage. You want to place the eggs that are in vinegar in your fridge for 3 to 4 days and allow to pickle. Meanwhile, the brine ones you want to leave on your countertop or a shelf in the kitchen or just somewhere kind of warm, well, warm-ish and out of the way for 3 to 4 days. Now, by day 2, you should start to see little bubbles appearing in the jar. This is a good sign that it is fermenting. You may just want to give the jar a quick swirl and pop the lid just to let some extra air out. Now if you're not sure what to do with 12 eggs worth of eggshells, you can always crush it up and put it on top of your plants or mix it in with some compost. That is a great way of getting calcium to your plants. Fun little gardening tip for you, I actually put mine on my fig trees. Now finally, once you've gotten to day 4 and you've got some weird looking eggs in your fridge, it is time for the taste test. Now for me personally, my cloudy jar is the one with the brine. That's just because the salt made the water a bit cloudy. And the clear jar is the vinegar. That's just because there was nothing in the vinegar to make it go cloudy. Now the good thing about using a colouring like saffron is you can see how far the brine or the vinegar has gone into the eggs. And it's given my eggs a nice clear yellow stripe around the outside. Now, as I said at the start, I do enjoy a good pickled egg, and these came out great, but I was actually really shocked by the tame taste of the brine fermented egg. Now, if you've ever tasted a pickled egg, and the vinegar can really catch you off guard. With the brine one, it is just a mild, salty taste, and it actually tastes a lot more savoury like a normal egg that you would have on toast or something. And then just mixed in with a bit of pickling spices. If you are not a big fan of vinegar, I would say the one with the brine is a much more enjoyable taste for a lot of people, as it does lack the harsh kick of vinegar. But anyway, that wraps up this week's video. Now, this was not the planned first fermentation video of the year, but after just over 2 months, it seems to have failed, which is the joy of long-term fermentation, is it can look good, and then it can fail. But hey, that is the wonders of fermentation. But as always, if you like what you saw, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content. There is more fermentation stuff on the way. I have a project on the go at the moment, and I will hopefully see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.